Okay. So I got a Republican National Committee 2022 Biden Agenda Survey. Registered to Mr. Christopher A. Galliard. Congressional District. Michigan. Tracking number. Do not destroy. Instructions. Please carefully read each question and indicate the answer you feel most appropriate by making a corresponding box and return it with your contribution in the postage paid envelope provided. To ensure that this registered survey is properly accounted for, we ask that you return this document regardless of whether or not you answer every question. Thank you. Questionnaire. Question number 1. Do you agree with Joe Biden and the Democrats that taxes should be raised for the sake of fairness regardless of the negative impact it is likely to have on the economy? Yes, no opinion. Do you agree that Biden... Question number 2. Do you agree that Biden and the Democrats are causing skyrocketing prices, devaluing the earnings and savings of Americans with their massive multi-trillion-dollar spending plans? Yes, no opinion. Question number 3. Do you support Democrats' plan to give amnesty to illegal immigrants? Yes, no opinion. Question number 4. Should states require a government-issued ID when individuals apply for absentee ballots and when people vote in person? Yes, no opinion. Question number 5. Are you in favor of having Democrats in Congress set the election rules and standards for your state and the entire nation? Yes, no opinion. Question number 6. Do you support Democrats' efforts to initiate federal funding of congressional campaigns? Yes, no opinion. Question number 7. Do you agree with Joe Biden and the Democrats that they can expand the size of the U.S. Supreme Court to allow the seat of more liberal activist justices? Yes, no opinion. Question number 8. Are you in favor of Democrat efforts to make teaching divisive, anti-American critical race theory a mandatory part of the public schools curriculum? Yes, no opinion. Question number 9. Do you support Democrats' plan to pass Medicare for all government health insurance that will eliminate all private insurance, creating a single-payer, government-run healthcare system? Yes, no opinion. Question number 10. Do you believe that the Biden administration has focused too much on pushing compliance with their vaccination mandates and not enough on increasing production and distribution of existing treatments for COVID-19? Yes, no opinion. Survey continues on reverse. Question number 11. Should big tech social media platforms be stripped of all liability protection to force them to honor the First Amendment rights of free speech for all Americans regardless of political affiliation, race, or religious beliefs? Yes, no opinion. Question number 12. Do you support the action that the Biden administration has taken to use the U.S. Armed Forces as a social experiment where voluntary soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen are indoctrinated with critical race theory teachings, forced to accept transgender individuals in their ranks, and required to submit to vaccinations that they may not want or need? Yes, no opinion. Question number 13. Do you believe that the Biden administration is responsible for the historic massive surge of illegal immigrants at our southern border? Yes, no, no opinion. Question number 14. Do you agree with the Biden administration pledge to make combating climate change the top priority and uniting principle of every federal agency and department? Yes, no, no opinion. Question number 15. Do you believe that having Democrats in control of the White House and both chambers of the U.S. Congress for a full 4 years will be good for our nation's economy, security, and freedom? Yes, no, no opinion. Contribution reply. Dear Chairwoman McDaniel, I continue to believe that the principles and policies of the Republican Party are worth fighting for, to help build and focus our party all across the country, to recruit and elect leaders that will listen to my concerns and fight for my interest. I am sending the RNC a supporting contribution of $35, $55, $70. Other contributions to the Republican National Committee are not deductible for federal income tax purposes. Please make your check payable to the RNC. All right, that was I'm going to do a little bit of this from this letter that came with it, the survey. Republican National Committee. Ronna McDaniel, Chairwoman. Dear Mr. Gallier, your immediate action is required. July 1st, 2022. Please carefully read and complete the enclosed 2002 Biden Agenda Survey, which is registered in your name and affixed with tracking code to ensure that it is accounted for and to tabulate the results. As Chairwoman of the Republican National Committee, RNC, I am sending out this questionnaire to gauge where you and other grassroots Republicans stand in the critical issue facing our nation. And I need to hear back from you right away. You know that the liberal media elites and the Biden Democrats are hoping you will put this letter down and do nothing. They don't want you to continue to support your party and help lead the fight for our conservative principles and values. I'm asking you, please maintain your steadfast commitment to saving our country by including a contribution of $35, $55, or even $70 with your survey document. You can help ensure that we keep building momentum for the historic red wave of victories this November. Please, Mr. Gallier, be as generous as you can today. We have a strong minority in the U.S. Congress and the power of filibuster liberal Democrats legislation in the U.S. Senate. So we have been working hard both to expose the truth about the Biden Democrat agenda and to block as much of it as possible. We believe that you and 74 plus million voters all across the country who did not vote for Joe Biden are fed up for liberal extremists in Washington, D.C. And you are ready to demand a voice in the way this country is governed. The enclosed 2022 Biden Agenda Survey is your opportunity to let Republican leaders in Washington, D.C. and all across the country know where you stand in policies and programs being proposed and implemented by Joe Biden and Democrats in Congress. Mr. Gallier is a registered participant in this important touchstone survey. Your questionnaire answers will be used to represent a broad sampling of Republicans in your area. So please, no matter what, do not discard or destroy your survey. In order for a sampling of Republican opinion from your area to be as exact as possible, you must return the survey, even if you leave some of the questions blank.